Okay, I wanted to give people an update. I passed 6 months of post surgery, and that was on January 6th. So that was just this past week. And I had my surgery on July 6th, and so I've gone for a full 6 months. They say the first 6 months of post heart transplant is the most important time, and once you've gone by that with no complications, that it's a much better scenario going forward. So I'm very thankful to God about that. Thank you for your prayers and so on. Just to give you a couple of ideas, every month I feel a little bit stronger. I thought that I'd plateaued a couple of weeks ago, and then I noticed as I was out riding my bike that I was feeling even stronger than a couple of weeks ago. So that's good. So I can continue to get more in shape, get my body more in shape, and that helps my cardiovascular health as well. Just to give you an idea, I went on a 110-minute bike ride with some friends in Melbourne, Matt Carroll and Ray Kyle, a couple of last week. It was a week ago Friday, and it was again, it's a pretty windy day, so it was kind of fun just seeing them again and biking like that. And we basically go out on bikes or I walk every day, so it's keeping in good shape and so on is very important. I'm down to about half the medications that I was on, that I started on in July. So I used to be on like over 20 meds. Now I'm on like 20 meds and supplements, and now I'm on like 7 meds and like 3 supplements or something like that. So it's and one of the meds is going to be taken away this month too. So it goes down as you go on. So other than that, it's been an amazing year. People complain about 2020. I actually had a very life-changing 2020 in a good way. All of this happened during COVID, and I know a lot of my friends have all kinds of opinions about COVID. Some people think that it's the worst calamity in American history. There's all these mask mandates out, and I have other friends who are on the opposite end of the spectrum who think that COVID is just this giant government conspiracy to control our lives. I actually feel a lot safer when I walk into a store like Walmart or Publix or some grocery store or something like that, which I have to go to occasionally, and everyone's wearing a mask. I feel like this is great. No one's going to sneeze on me or whatever. And I could get any sickness like the flu or a cold, and it would be more serious than for an average person because I'm on immune suppressant meds. So I've been actually very thankful about that people are paying much more attention to hygiene and so on. And every medical professional I've talked to has said that masks really are helping a lot because, the flu epidemic this year is almost nothing. It's like there's very few cases of flu and very few people have died of flu this year. And there are heart transplant patients that die of flu all the time. So I think that, going forward, it's a good thing for our country, and I think that people are going to come out on the other end of it much more health conscious about just hygiene and spreading diseases and things like that. And there is a concern, I think, that you can go overboard and shut down an economy, and that's going to hurt people as well. But I think that it's very interesting that a lot of the really negative things that people dwell on, I look at as being positives. And this experience taught me that there's no trial, there's no problem that you can go through that doesn't have a positive reason for it of some type. The election this year was kind of crazy, a lot of crazy stuff going on, but like that in itself too, I think that within a year or two from now, people are going to look back and they're going to see really big changes in our country. And I think that the changes are going to be for the better. I think that people are waking up to, just the need to be involved and the need to be really like highly committed to a cause. If you want to see something get better, you have to be involved with it yourself. I spent the months of October, November, and most of December out of work, and I got paid for most of that, which was very fortunate. I was very pleased as to how things worked out. I actually had more income during my time off than I would have if I just worked a regular time. So Like my family provided, God provided for us, and so that's been great. I also was able to publish 3 books. One of the books has not yet been. 2 of the books haven't been printed yet, but one of the books is in formatting. Another one I'm proofreading right now, and another one I published. So if you're interested in that, I'll post the links below. And I just was able to use the time I had off to work on some projects. I have about 20 different projects that I've listed, videos, books, and things like that I started years ago but never finished. So I was able to finish 3 of those in my time off too. So that was great. Other than that, things are going very good. Next weekend is Martin Luther King Day weekend. We have a 3-day weekend, and we're going to go to Crystal River, Florida, and bring our bikes there. And my nephew and my wife and I are going to go, and there's a bunch of bike trails that we're going to ride. We're going to see some of the old Florida towns in that area, some of the springs and the natural beauty there. And the weather here has been great. It's been a little bit chilly the last couple of days, down into the 50s and 60s, which is, this time in Florida, the highs are usually in the 70s. So we've had a little bit of a chilly spell, but then a week ago it was in the 80s. So it's kind of been, the typical Florida winter where you have hot and cold going back and forth. Started my garden early because I don't think we're going to freeze again. And besides that, everything's going great. I'm going for I don't know what number biopsy it is, but it's at least, the 12th biopsy that I've done since I had the surgery. And after tomorrow, I'm going to go bi-monthly, which is good. I don't have to go every single month anymore. In the beginning, I went every week, then bi-weekly, and then it was once a month, and now it's going to be once every 2 months. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, thanks for keeping me in your thoughts and in your prayers, and I'll keep you updated on some more stuff later. Bye.